Yeah. All right. Not too bad of a night. Nothing too exciting either. This is more like I call it an admin night. That's why I like to have fun with it, because today was number one, getting rid of all that gear, just kind of verifying some stuff was actually in the appearance. After that, getting rid of everything that I don't need anymore. Great. It's all tracked. So now I got stuff for my alt, so I can have fun getting the paleo. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Because I didn't like any of this stuff. I mean, the shield and the axe was kind of cool, but the rest of everything was like, I'm not really feeling it. So let's see if we can get this guy. Nope, not looking for that one. I was gonna like really. That looks legit. Where is? Oh, there we go. Just a regular everyday fedora, just knocking it out. There we go, man. It's all about the Alliance earmuffs. I should have wrote down. I forgot where that even came from. Anytime old boy's wearing a monocle, that's where it's at. Yep, clearly I should have paid more attention to. Well, I wonder if it's a. I was gonna say, I wonder if it was if it was a male armor set, and I'm just completely missing out on that. Let's try this. It was the sword and the shield that primarily kind of got me. That's pretty neat. A lot of different stuff I just didn't know I had. There we go. And then shield was going to be... I didn't realize I had a scarlet shield. Nice. Oh, that was the shield from the from Legion. I forgot they had the sword and the shield was part of it too. That was the one that you had, like, there was a bunch of upgrades to it. Yeah, I might keep that. Can't find the other one. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. Oh, I don't know, man. Kind of want to... Yeah, we'll keep it at that. Okay, shoulders. Now we're getting down to brass tacks here. Get the ones with that cool animation on there. Oh, that wasn't it. Those actually look... Oh, where'd I get these? Arctic Warden's shoulder blade. Dude! Nice. That's crazy looking. That is pretty crazy. Alright, let's... There it is. Bam. Pallies, man. They got the good stuff. Oh, let's see what those look like. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now we're looking for... Not really worried about back. Chest piece. Let's get rid of the... For now, let's get rid of the tabard, so I can kind of see what a chest piece would look like, just sort of as is. Something to kind of match the theme. That's not bad. There we go. All dressed up, nowhere to go. I know somebody's like right on top of me on purpose too. Drives me absolutely crazy when they do that. Alright. Oh, that's right. I forgot to save it. Take 2. Where is that? Oh yeah, the whole heritage armor thing. All right, starting over again. Freshen achievement world drop vendor quest boss drop. Tell you what, I think that'll make things a little bit easier. Yep, I think I deleted it, and I didn't double check to make sure, number one, what it was. Achievement, I don't think it would, no, it wasn't, no, it came from one of the bosses. It was that one, where I said the helmet would match the shield and the sword. Bummer. And that was a boss drop. I don't even know where it was from. I don't remember. All right, where is it? There we go. So I go the jewel ones or go with that one. Make sure, yeah. Yeah, go with that one. That looks pretty good. Waste. Okay. All right. Snap. Oh, there it is. There, I knew I had a. Okay, nice. I do got the matching set, so to speak. I think that'll do it. Now let's see what we can do as far as a back piece here. Should we have some cooking stuff back? What do we do here? Polymorphic cloak. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. All right, let's go back to... Oh, man, I hope I didn't... I hope that was like a different... completely different piece that I don't have to worry about because it wasn't from... All right, let's save this. Use gold. There we go. Yeah, I'm digging the transmog thing. Alright, since we're at it, you know what? That's what I should have done tonight. Once I got that clear, just do a transmog night. Get everybody kind of redone, refreshened up, get them in some high-speed looking gear. Let's go back to, yeah, let's go back to my hunter. I want to figure out why, if I lost that helmet. I forgot you can select boss drops. That's just, of course, I got to go outside. Oh, never mind. Let me... Blackrock Depths, Garrison, Dalaran. So part of my leveling up process was taking the hunter through Warlords of Draenor. And I started a garrison with my hunter because there's really nothing in here. I don't even remember what. Yeah, this thing's in like the beginning stages. But I thought it'd be cool just to start that garrison thing all over again. That was pretty neat. when you're watching everything get built. What do I do here? Oh, it's that thing. All right. Time to transmog the bear. Oh, automatic. Oh, nice. Saved me a whole heap of... Let's change that out. Yep, I lost the other piece. That'll make sure I pay closer attention to that next time. Okay, what do we got? Kind of a no-brainer here, but I didn't think I had Helmet Plus. I forgot where I even got the... I think this is when I was going through the Dragonflight raid. Because the cool thing is I can always go through it again. And you never know. Actually looks pretty cool. Kind of matching. Let's see. Waste. There we go. Let's change that up. Make sure we get something. Yeah, kind of like that. No. Yeah, we'll keep that. And, ooh, yeah, there we go. Okay. And this is the, yeah, there it is. Okay, that's about as matching set as I was able to get out of, I think it was Isle of the Dragonflight raid. Yeah, that's what the only thing that's kind of ringing a bell. But the other one I had, no, I didn't have it. I was looking at it. Never mind. I was going through the raid thing and I saw it. Okay, because another one I was thinking of, and this is it, but where it's got the extended heated end, but it's basically all stone, and it was just kind of like the sword or the that I've got on my pally right now. Oh yeah, back. Gotta figure all that out. There it is. Boom. Oops, I'm gonna change that back. Get that to this. Not the most inconspicuous hunter, if you get where I'm going with this one. It's like, who's that? Oh, it's the hunter. You can see him 5 miles out. All right, dude, nice. That is crazy looking. It's cool when you have like pretty much all matching stuff. Now I kind of get it. Now I'm getting kind of. It'd be cool to take these guys and run them back through Legacy to see what else I could get. But man, that is nuts. All right, well I tell you what, let's have some fun, man. I think what I'll do is I'll go back. I'll take this section of the video, cut this out, and turn this into its own separate thing. Who's next? Earthen Warrior. It's like, man, did this guy ever log in when he's got his other characters? And you can see what mount I'm on, of course, the Winter Spring Frost Saber.
We desperately need your aid. Seek me out, and the light will bear you to Quel'Danas.
We will get there, all in due time. Okay, that was the one. That was the one I was looking for. All right, it's on the. We can cancel that panic attack. So I do want to go back in and get more of the armor that goes with this, because that would be kind of neat. It'd be kind of weird if I was able to have like matching Pally, Warrior, and Hunter all having like the illuminated gear. That'd be kind of crazy. All right, what do we got? I don't know, man. Should I? Yeah, let's do it. That's fine. Okay, where we at? Back. All right, we want... I don't even know if I really want something for... Chef Chewy's Tower. Remember that one. Yikes. Let's see here. Minute Gladiators, something. That's... Let's see where we're going with that. Drape, that has more of a better blend. I know there's shoulders to go with this, I think. I don't know if it's specifically these, but oh, that or that. Yeah, I think we'll go that route. We'll just save these because we have them and it's cool, but that would make more sense on a orc. Okay. So tabard, there's no tabard. Chests. Let's see what we got here. Let's... Void Strider's chestplate. Oh, it's the whole thing. Okay, well let's Let's just keep going down the line, see what we find here. I don't want anything that's chest plate. That's not bad. What do we got here? Ooh, there we go. All right. Nope. Yeah, that'll work. Wrist. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, slim pickings off the bosses. And typically you don't even see them, so... Storm Rider, the diamond thing. Which for Earthen would be... Which would be cool. Oh, that's neat. Oh, okay. That kind of matches the chest piece. Oh yeah, it does a little bit. I just forgot who had what. Oh, those look pretty legit though. Oh, never mind. That's the Earthen. He's... Duh. It's an Earthen, so he's got the natural diamond thing coming. Good grief. When will I learn? Actually looks pretty legit. Alright, let's find you something. Smoldering. Cloudbreaker. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see. What do we got? Dornagal leg coat. I don't remember that for the life of me right there. Alright, so no... Well, that'll kind of work. That's not what I was... Yeah, Ren's leg plates of carnage. Last but not least, what do we got before we get to the weapons? Whoops. Oh, snap. It's almost looking like a Death Knight more than anything else. That's what this ensemble's kind of striking me with. Deep Storm. Right? No, we're good. We're gonna go back to fused and... Oh, that's right. I had... Two-handed weapon. Fury. That's it? Oh, it's axes. I was like, well, you gotta be kidding me, man. I had way more than that. I wonder if that was the thing where I could carry two separate whatevers. Let's go down to... Oh, you know what I want? There we go. Yeah, dude. Bam. You know, too bad. Let's go back to the... See, now if I could work to get him a full set of these and have him all decked out, I'd definitely, I'd make that happen. All right, before we get too carried away, let's get everybody back to where they were. Okay, let's get that, and we go there. I know it's not what I had before, but it's got a cool animation. There we go, that's what it was. Okay, anyway. Flame on. All right, just for the sake of thoroughness here. Two-handed swords, there we go. And then another incandescent, whatever. So I'm going to go back through the raid finder, find out which ones were the incandescent, and kind of go through again with the warrior. That way you kind of have a chance of getting stuff that's specific to, you know, if I can get him decked out with some, that would be legit. Two-handed maces. I don't think there was anything too extraordinary there. Another incandescent one. All right, let's go back to... There we go. Yikes, man. He's looking fierce. The only thing I'm not... Oh, I still got the... What is it? There we go. Yikes. That is pretty crazy. See, maybe if I just look fierce, all the subtlety rogues will leave me alone. Okay, I was Fury. Okay. A furious dual-wielding berserker unleashing a flurry of attacks to carve their opponents to pieces. Preferred. Oh yeah, dual two-handed axe sword. Okay, that's what it was. Sweet. Okay. Didn't that change the rogue? No, I didn't. And I know exactly what I'm going to change. All right, let's go back. I can't believe I'm not doing the main. Sheesh. All right, let's get outside. Let's get some fresh air. Oh, by the way, before we go any further, this dude, wherever he went, there he is. I think this dude has some kind of connection with the Venthyr. And what's his name from Revendreth? I could be way off kilter here, but this whole place reminds me, since I was part of the Venthyr Covenant and everything that was going down. This Anguish thing reminds me of nothing more than a repackaged version of what was going on with the anima and what was going on. If you remember, so if you're not too familiar with the Shadowlands, I encourage all of you to go back and watch the animations that were included, even with all the rest of them: Bastion, Maldraxxus, um, uh, Netherweave, or whatever that one was, and then the Venthyr. And you'll kind of see where I'm going with that. I wouldn't be surprised. It almost sounds like the same voice actor, because the dude that played, I don't remember anybody's names, but the last boss at the time before I think you got to Sylvanas. Let's do this. Let's just do this. Since the game lets you, I remember what. There we go. So the Nathrius. The voice actor for that dude was like so Johnny on the spot. It was crazy. Anyway, I just think that because the more we've been doing these things, you know, further down and listening to him talk, and the fact that he's a blood elf, I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I just think there's a connection there that we'll probably figure that out a little bit later, and where he fits into the Xalatas story. For those that have been kind of, you know, doing the whole storyline without giving too much away there. And then where we're headed with the Sunwell and the Light and all that good stuff in Eretor. But anyway, just wanted to get that out there before. Because, man, this dude is just absolutely... This whole place just reminds me of being back at Sinfall. Nope. Mayor of the World, Shadowlands. So the Revendreth area and back at Sinfall, man, I'm telling you. That dude just... I mean, the whole zone, the whole area is just focused that way. So, I mean, the fact that I saw these things, as soon as I saw the crystals, and I was like, what do we go to the mall and we snag up some anima, and somehow we're gonna link that to the current story and all that good stuff. I'm just hoping Sylvanas gets she gets her day of retribution, but she's got to get. So my theory with her, so I'd take some time here, but my theory with her is, yes, she did spend her time in the mall doing whatever. But I think for her to really be able to come back and link up with because what would be cool is if all the Sylvanas or the Windrunner sisters get together and get back to doing their ranger stuff, right? But for Sylvanas, with everything that happened, especially with the World Tree, I can't see her just dilly-bopping back into the swing of things unless part of where this expansion goes, or where it ends up, is she ends up getting purged from the infection of what Frostmourne did to her when she ran into Arthas. If you ever watched that animation, infection really isn't quite the word, but I can't really think of anything else. But if she can get purged from that, I think at that point she would be able to come back as a Windrunner and link back up. And there's a storyline that was taking place in the mall, part of the catch-up campaign stuff, and I talked about it then when I was streaming, but I wanted to bring it up again because it's been one of those things that been thinking about, and it would be cool if she was able to get purged from that. And if you remember, and you know, where her scars came from, without again giving that away. If you already know, you know. If you don't, go back. I'd encourage you again to go back and watch the animations where her original interaction with Arthas, why she had such a chip on her shoulder for who she ended up becoming. And then watching that World Tree thing, man, I still can't get over how they were that bold. And old girl was like, "You can't kill hope," and then she goes, "Can't I?" And I was like, "Oh my!" And she looks at that tree, and I'm like, "No way, dude! That was crazy. Still crazy to this day." All right, what are we doing? All right, so I was able to secure. I just think these are cool, not part of the set, but that's just nuts for a rogue. But I have, okay, that was the shoulder piece to that. This was the... Let's see here. All right, that was the chest piece for it. I don't have the legs yet. I'm gonna eventually, we'll get to that. I need to go back in next week, maybe get another emblem, and then I can... Yeah, why not? Let's change it up. No, I'm just kidding. Excuse me. I don't know, man. Wrist pieces are kind of slim pickings, but... That's not bad. It's kind of tricky with rogues and gloves. I mean, how do you adequately kind of create something? What's this one? There we go. I'll take that. Because that matches the those shoulders, which I have no idea where I got those. But that is nuts. It looks cool. These are the shoulders that I was originally wanting to use, just because they're more... I kind of like the way they wrap into the armor set, where there's not anything really protruding, because I'm always thinking about tight spaces and getting in. You don't want anything getting caught, which is not the point of Transmog and the game and all that, but it's just one of those psychological things. And these have a little cool animation to them. That was just... Let me go back to... So if it wasn't anything else, it was going to be that. Even that, I thought there was another... There we go, that's what it was. I'll keep that for now. So I need to go in and get some hands. I need to get the matching leg set. We'll be good to go. Yeah. There. Let's see if we can get something kind of close to matching for the time being. Shadow pan. Nope, we're not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that either. Yikes. Fear blacker leggings and... Alright, not part of it, but it'll work. Alright, and something that doesn't look like it weighs like 80 pounds. That'll work. Just double check here. That. Oh yeah. Let's figure out what we want to do. I think I might skip out on that this time. Like, oh wait, no. I know what I want to do. Where is it? Oh no, I need to do what I was doing. I gotta put them all back in there because now I forgot what's what. But I did the Lordaeron. Oh, that's the other thing. I think, or I'm hoping, that at some point, Lordaeron comes back into the mix. There was a quest in Shadowlands where you did a cleansing of Lordaeron itself, and then you got a title you know, such and such of Lordaeron. So I'm kind of hoping that that was a precursor to something that fits into the World Soul Saga. It'd be great to have that area back into the swing of things. I think there was another area too that everybody was talking about, but Lordaeron, that'd be neat. Now sometimes I'll throw on the Night Elf deal, but I'm going to support this for a little bit just because it'd be cool if that was getting thrown back in. Like, you know, we lost Bolvar at the end of Wrath, right? We didn't see him again until Shadowlands, and then, you know, if there's a way to get Sylvanas back in the swing of things, maybe the writers will just, you know, the dev team and creative team will just say, look, we'll keep her the way she is, but she's done X. But I just think that if she's still the Banshee Queen, there's still going to be like a blocker there, you know, like some kind of bias, because she's always going to have the projection of what all that was all about versus getting somehow purged of a Frostmourne. And that would be kind of neat, because everything that happened, man, just stick her back in the maw or something. I don't know, but I get it. And I did the catch-up campaign. But anyway, so Lordaeron, that would be cool. Then there was another headpiece. Yeah, this one. I thought that was pretty neat. Just something just with the mask thing was, that's pretty legit. Okay, now, daggers. I was using the Kingslayers. That was part of Legacy, which I heard was what's the word I'm looking for here? Having to like oh, for crying out loud, upgrade the blades or any of the stuff you had to do was like an absolute. It's like the word grind doesn't even adequately describe what you had to do from seeing the mats and mechanics. So, oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, that looks pretty good. If I can get a whole iridescent set for him, man, that would be crazy. Shoulders plus helmet and something else. I mean, come on. I don't know. I might, let's see here. I don't know. Comment down below. What do you think I should do for the daggers? Got, what are those? Fangs of the Devourer. Don't remember what that one was. This was the one that was in, I think it was either Blackrock Founder or who is it? Yeah, Ogregor's acid etched thingamawhats. It's Nerzul. I don't remember that one. The Black Knight. Is that the Black Knight from Lich King with the arena thing? Anyway, I don't know. I kind of like the Kingslayers just because they have a really cool look to them. Although, man, I'm telling you, something flamed out. Now I'll just keep the. But if I can get an iridescent set of like whole armor, let me do this real quick. Let me make sure what did that look like. No, it's not too bad, but all right. Yeah, I'll keep the King's Blade. They got that cool flamey kind of animation to them. So let me go back and do no, there really isn't anything. If I do that, I just got the wrist guard. Well, that's actually, that would work. Yeah, so these hands go with those shoulders that crank back. I wonder what that would look like. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Looking mean, bro. I think I'll keep that one. That's got a... Still need to get the... I want to get the matching legs for that, but... Nice. Kind of save that one as a trial of style just to remind myself of... So yeah, so if I could somehow get it to where I could finagle like a whole iridescent style set of armor for him, I would definitely knock that out. But I definitely need to track down again the who's who so that I can... Dragon Protector's turncoats. I could do something like that. Yeah, I need to do a little bit more research on who's got what. But in any case, let's see what we got here. It's always cool getting in a dimly lit spot because the animations stand out a lot more. So if something's got, you know, a glow or a light or just a whatever to it, it really stands out. Maybe the Blood Elf retro pallies will leave me alone now. They're like, whoa, I don't mess with that rogue. I'm just kidding. Nothing stops the Blood Elf retro pally. This looks legit. Okay, we got the priest. One more to go. One more to go. Dude, look at this lineup, man. I'm telling you, if you're not playing a Mechanome something, give it a shot. If you haven't started an alt, give it a whirl. A lot of it. Do this all over again.
Champion, Xalatath and her devouring host lay siege to the Sunwell.
So, fun fact about the carpet that was in game. The two of them that were in game for specifically tailors. I had to go back, and I don't remember what expansion it was. I'll probably write it down for the chronology video. But I had to go back, start tailoring, work all the way up, get the recipe, then get everything just to make the carpet. So it was another instance of I wanted the carpet, but I needed to even start the process to make that happen. With tailoring, and that's why, you know, kind of not missing out, but again, you know, starting alts opened up a completely different type of access to the game that I wasn't used to. So unlocking different professions now meant that I could do a whole bunch of different things. And of course, now we all got that carpet from Midnight that everybody can use, but this is just the frost one too. Yeah, the frosty flying carpet. But it was another... Nice. I'm going to find out what I can still do to get all that stuff put on. But in any case, just another example of going back to an entire area just to learn a profession, just to get a recipe, just to get something to say, hey, I'm good to go. I got to say my priest stuff looks pretty legit. And then the Eyes of the Siren. Man, what a... Oh, dude, that was... All right, let's get this going. All right, so not looking too shabby, actually. I kind of like the layout that I was able to get for this character. There was a whole... Yeah, I had a whole bunch of different stuff all lined up. different animations, different things. Oh, that's the one with the does the animation. All right, let's get back to this. Let's see. What do I have? What's available? Not much. Yikes. Oh yeah, the heritage armor. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of slim picking. What was this one? Living Luster Semblance. Let's see what we got shoulder wise. Let's re-explore what our options are there. I don't know, kind of. See, here's the thing with the only thing I miss out on with the Mecha Gnome is feet, hands, and wrist, because they've got the bionic parts. So it's one of those things where that's the only thing you kind of sacrifice just a little bit. That just does not. So he's not going to be draped out. Typically, let's find ways to kind of think about doing him backwards. Sunrise buckle. I forgot where those came from. All right, and then yeah, that's the only one that's gonna work. Okay, all right. So far, so good there. Yeah, I forgot about that. No wrist, no shirt, no tabard. I don't need a tabard. Let me just make sure. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, there we go. Let me see if we can change that. Find something a little bit. Well, I thought I had more stuff, but apparently I do not. So, actually, come to think of it, it's got the sash in the front that I don't really need a accent piece. Yeah, it's just going to be more distracting than anything else. Let's see, what does that look like? Yeah, no. Yeah, let's get on its own. What happened to the... I thought I had... Oh yeah, that's what the pieces that I originally had on there. There we go. Get those back on. Okay, so was one of the new ones I picked up. That was one of the new ones I picked up. And this one. Yikes. Tell you what would be interesting, having an entire like incandescent set for him. That would be crazy. All right, let's go back to that one. Kind of fits everything. Yeah. All right, just be on the safe side. Oh, that was really it. Okay. No waste. We got that. We got, oh yeah, the back. What are we gonna do there? What are we gonna do? Simple enough. It's really all I had, huh? Huh. Yeah, I guess that was it. All right, well. It's all right. Yeah, that still works. You know what? I'll keep that. I forgot where I... Yeah, that kind of fills them out a little bit. All right, we'll lock this in place. Bam. Forgot what sets I actually had. There we go. Look at that. Am I still on discipline? Yeah, those have a nice, cool animation to them. And I don't remember, but I thought they changed as certain things happen when you're doing your thing. But it looks legit. And he's got a self-healing thing too, and he gets low enough, and he automatically heals up. And that's pretty much why I picked him, or Mechanome, as doing a priest, just because of that. Oh, it was a discipline. Oh my goodness. Well, definitely be.
I require a target.
Where's the one where you can just kind of... That's what happens when you don't play for a while. There we go. Oh yeah, that one. Anyway. All right. Now everybody's looking ready to get after it here at the in the midnight expansion. And then yeah, I'll figure something out for the Paladin to really kind of touch up on the matchup a little bit. I don't mind a little mix and matchup. I mean, that's the fun of it. But I never really got into the transmog thing up until maybe when I started looking at it again from the last expansion. But it wasn't until like right now that it really, you know, kind of started to draw me in a little bit. That and being able to do all the legacy stuff, and then you know getting gear, and it's like, oh, okay, now I can really kind of pour some time into what that even means. Yeah, it looks pretty slick with the orange and the flame there. It's the last guy in the world that needs to be like an iridescent kind of, but that's just funny. And this dude, man, watch out. Nice. Well, okay, so now I'm done. Now the night's complete. We were able to have a little bit of fun, jump in here and do some transmogging. So I was wanting to do this for a while. So now what I'm going to do just once a week is just kind of run into a couple legacy raids with the actual characters. That way I can kind of smooth out gear that's available, get some tokens, and kind of build a set. But for right now, this is this is where it's at. I'm loving it. So again, tonight we did just a bunch of random stuff. It was an admin night, right? No real questing objectives. We had to clear out all the bags with all the gear. Then we tried doing old boy and Void Storm, and just can't figure out where I'm going. So I'm going to readdress going back as a Solitude Rogue and doing a build out and all that good stuff to give it another shot. Because clearly it's me, it's not the game. Because if everybody else in the entire Warcraft world is going in there and schwacking this guy, I just got to figure out what I need to do. And what else? Oh, we got some house decor, right? We took the dark iron in there, got that knocked out. That was first thing. Did a little PvP stuff for the honor, keep that up and running, and then just started doing the just having fun transmogging everybody out with all this extra stuff that I've been grabbing and not really paying a lot of attention to. So that was neat. And then again, kind of readdressing a couple things that I'm hoping and thinking that at some point it may reintroduce itself into the game. Number one, Lordaeron. That's more like a minor thing, but continuing what's been happening with Sylvanas since she was put into the maw at the end of Shadowlands. So we kind of doing her thing during Dragonflight, War Within, kind of getting, seeing where she's been coming back into the fold. Now feng shuiing into where we are with the War Within, even though this is not War Within, but Midnight. So it'd be cool if she was able to get redeemed and get back in with the group, but I still feel like she needs to get purged from Frostmourne. But we'll see what developers have and the designers. But other than that, hey, I appreciate everyone's time and attention. And remember, my fellow gamers, play with a purpose, soak up that bandwidth, and I wish you all the greatest success in all of your gaming endeavors. And I will see you online.